Right, good morning everyone. You join me on Monday. Shocking, I know, I'm recording on a Monday. You join me on a Monday. You currently join me at Trail Services on the M1. Just pulled in, literally, because there's issues with the traffic up the road, and I was like, I better just look it up, and also wanted to set up the cameras. But the problem is now, in the time I've been here, which hasn't been very long, but in the short time I've been here, people have boxed me in. So I was starting off with a nice, fun little reverse to get myself out of here. I'm wondering if my reversing beeper is actually working. Oh yes, it is. My reversing beeper is working. I've got to keep reversing because there's a gap for me to get through there. Come on. There's going to be a gap at some point that I can fit through. There it is. There we go. So today I am doing a bit of multi-drop. Not a lot of multi. When I say multi, there is 2 drops at my first destination, which is Reading. And then I got a collection in Slough, and then a final drop in Derby? Yes, Derby. So,
take the next right.
Thank you, SatNav. So yeah, so that's what's going on today. The first drop is some like chicken wire kind of stuff. It looks like it's been delivered to a residential, which is a problem because this is a Moffat kit truck. I don't have a Moffat, so yeah, I don't know if this is going to be actually a handball off the bales of wire fencing, or whether it is actually a business. It just has a very residential looking address. Don't know. We'll soon find out when we get there. Come on, thank you. Thank you for letting me out. Oh, bugger. Someone's been in the truck over the weekend. Someone else. And I could tell because, well, actually, they have cleaned the truck, but they've also thrown away the air freshener I put in here to try and get rid of the smells that were going on in here from other drivers. Which is a bit annoying. I've lost my £1 air freshener. And for some reason the bed was completely up, and I don't know why. Oh well. But yes, on my way to Reading. So yeah, first is like some chicken wire fencing. Second is some mobility aids. So wheelchairs, walking frames, things like that. So let this guy in. There we go. Yeah, some mobility aids, things like that. So it's all good. That one is telling me, shut up. That one's telling me to get off in 25 miles. That one, which doesn't know about traffic, is telling me to stay on for the next 58 miles and come off. Which SatNav to believe and trust. Well, I can see that apparently there's a 20-minute delay coming up. But I think the junction that's telling me to get off at is post where that delay is. In fact, I see a big block of red on the upcoming traffic list. Yay! Bugger. Oh well. Let's get on to Reading. That lasted long. Oh dear. I'm not even that far down the road. I've gone like one junction. And already I'm in screwed traffic. Oh, friggin' joy. It's going to be one of those days today. Really is going to be one of those days. I can just tell. Every so often I keep hearing a noise in here as well, which is confusing me. Well, that 20-minute delay is going all the way back to 24 now, so what use you are, sign. Yeah. Wish I knew what was causing this. And also, I cleaned my mirrors, but my mirrors are already looking a bit... yeah. Probably doesn't help that my cloth needs a wash. It's a bit dirty. It's a little bit dirty. But yeah, I only just noticed that the traffic aware sat nav reckons it's going to take me 3.5 hours to get down there. The non-traffic aware is saying 2 hours 43. It's only Monday. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised if today I end up burning a 15 or a 10-hour drive. Either of them, I just wouldn't be surprised if I end up burning one of them, if not both, on a Monday. Because, yeah, I'm already 41 minutes into drive time. And that's saying about 2.5-ish hours to get there, 3.5-ish hours to get there. Oh, joy. My average speed since I've started the truck is 15 miles an hour. Yay. What is going on? I mean, I suppose I am passing the exit for Derby and the airport. And, oh no, that's what's going on. There's been a smash. Yay. In fact, we've just passed the smash. Bit of a late time for us to notify us on the overhead boards, but whatever. But they're allowing us back up to speed. Come on, truck. Let's get moving. Got places to be. Whee! Sorry. Rude arse. That truck did not flash me in. How rude. Can't expect it for the international trucks. But that was on English plates, I'm pretty certain. It's the code. It's all about the code. Yeah. Oh dear. Yeah, whoever was in this truck over the weekends messed with the seat. They know of a button that I don't know of that allows the seat to be adjusted in weird ways. But I don't know where the button is, so I can't unadjust it. Come on, Hyundai. Hyundai did not want to let me in then. I'm realising how much I'm talking about vehicles in the mirrors. You can't see. That's saying you can even see me. Hang on. Let's try that. Can you see me now? Who knows? Can you see me even worse? Who knows? Do you really want to be able to see me? Maybe not. It's Monday, forgive, just, yeah. Go back to the time lapse. So, M1 strikes again. I had periods of clear traffic, and then I get close to my exit and it slows down, but then of course just as I tell the cameras to start recording, it frees up because sod's law. Oh my god, traffic is just, it's killing me today. I'm an hour and 54 of drive time in. I've got an hour and 43-ish till I'm on site of my delivery. So, yeah.
Prepare to exit the motorway after 2 miles.
In fact, there's the order to leave the motorway. Here's hoping that getting past Towcester, or Silverstone, as a lot of people know it, is a lot smoother. But then I am going on to the M40. And I don't know what the traffic is going to be like down at Reading. Because I mean, the time is now 9:10. I started work at 6 o'clock this morning. Yay. But time's now 9:10. So I'm looking at about 11 o'clock by the time I get to Reading-ish. 9:10, 11, 1 hour 40, so that's 12. 10 past 10, yeah, 10 to 11-ish that I get to Reading. Don't know what the traffic's going to be like. Hopefully it's kind to me. Hopefully. Whether it actually will be is another matter. But yeah. The joys of traffic. But I've just been listening to Just Another Trucking Podcast. I'm not going to bother putting the trailer in again. And they were talking about driver training and how there seems to be a lack of willingness from companies to train you when you join them. And it reminded me of something I saw last week. I was
After half a mile, exit the motorway.
pulling off at the services on the M42. Just because I needed a quick, how can I put this? Call of nature break, let's put it that way. And I saw in my mirror when I parked up a bit of commotion and frustration from some drivers, and I was like, what the hell's going on? So I got out, just kind of stretched my legs, because at this point I'd gone to the loo and I was like, I'll just get myself ready, but couldn't reverse out. Well, I couldn't drive out forwards because there was a truck in front of me taking a longer break, and I couldn't reverse out because there was this commotion going on behind. So I got out to like stretch my legs, find out what's going on, and there was a truck, like an Arctic, stuck basically. He was practically almost jackknifed. The way the truck park is there, you park in the middle, and the end bays aren't parking spots. It's where you want to drive round, come round to the other side, and so on and so forth.
Go over the roundabout.
And yeah, there was this truck wedged, sort of. And I was like, what the hell's going on there? And there was other trucks getting frustrated and honking horns, and every time this guy tried to reverse a bit to kind of get his better angle to try and get round the corner, you know, there'd be a truck just blast around the back of him, hand on the horn, taking a gap where another truck had moved out from the parking bays and using that to get out. And there was a fellow at the back who was wearing the same, wearing uniforms of the same company as this truck. So I was like, oh, okay, perhaps that's the driver, but then I noticed the truck was still in reverse, and I was like, why the hell's he out? And then realised, no, he's not the driver. He was the driver's mate, who was actually the trainer. And this guy, instead of properly guiding this person back, just spent their time going around and apologising to other drivers, because the driver of this Arctic was a new driver he'd done the new CART Class 1 scheme. And my mind was like, okay, yeah, fair enough, turn around to a driver, just going, I'm really sorry, you know, just be a minute, he's a new driver. But then be a banksman. Guide the person back, help them. Not just stand there, having a cigarette, just being like, oh well, it's a new driver. It dumbfounds me that some people are like that. And you'd imagine this person is...
900 feet, enter the
Shut up, Sam.
roundabout and take the second exit.
Shut up. You'd imagine this person is someone who's been with the firm for a while and is respected by the firm, and that's why they've been asked to take this new driver out. and basically train them on the job. But their whole persona, I think that's the word I'm looking for, persona. Or mentality, that's the one I'm looking for. That's the word I'm looking for. Mentality wasn't to just help the driver out. It was just to go, oh, he's an idiot. It just seems stupid. I mean, I'm only in a rigid. I've only got a class 2. It may sound stupid to say, there is times where I struggle with reversing, even though it's only a rigid. But for me to struggle reversing isn't as bad as if it was class 1. You know, full Arctic. Because what's the worst that can happen with this? With a rigid? I get my line a bit messed up. Oh dear, I'll pull myself forward a bit, redo it again. You know, as long as I don't hit anything, what's the big deal? What's the worst that could happen with an Arctic if you mess up a reverse? You could hit something you couldn't see because it was blinded by your trailer. You could damage your Susies. You could damage your tractor unit or trailer because you get at an angle where you end up jackknifing. It is possible, and I've seen pictures and practically almost seen it with this guy. It is possible that you could get yourself in such a situation that it is virtually impossible for you to get yourself out of it, because you've got yourself at such a weird angle and persisted with your reverse that you've got yourself stuck. And, you know, when you've got other drivers going around, it is, yeah, it's a moving goalpost. It just feels stupid. I mean, one of our other drivers was on a different talk show thing on the YouTube over the weekend. Now, I don't know if I know he's driven for this firm before, and I don't know if he got his license through this firm. But one of the things he said on it was, after he passed his class 1, one of the things he did was turn around to his boss, which I don't know if it's the same boss as we got now. As I say, I don't know if it's the same firm. Turn around to his boss and went, look, give me a keys to a truck, let me hitch it to a trailer, and let me spend a weekend of his own time just reversing. You know, just doing shunts, doing reversing, just to get his head around it. And now he feels a lot more confident. How many firms would be willing necessarily to do that? Especially with current prices of diesel. I mean, geez, diesel is through the roof. Well, petrol is as well, but if you look at how much diesel is at the pump for general car and stuff, you're looking at like 170 plus a litre. And let's get real, as fuel efficient as they try and make trucks, they drink fuel. I mean, this is a 26 ton, 320 brake horsepower, Euro 6. If I have a look now, I have been averaging 11.1 miles to the gallon. I mean, I put in 150 litres this morning, and I'll probably have to tomorrow put another 100 plus litres back in. So I can kind of get from firms where they may be a bit like, because you're burning diesel doing that. But as one of the guys just said on the podcast, what's cheaper, diesel or repairing a truck. It's just, yeah, the whole reversing exercise on like we do on the tests, it's stupid. It's something you rarely ever use. Unless you do a lot of bay work, but even then, the layout for it doesn't quite work because you're not going to be next to the bay that you want to be in to then go forward to then reverse in like that. What's going to happen in the real world? Real world is, oh, there's my bay. If that is the layout, oh, there's my bay. Okay, I'll go like that and then give myself a straight in. Unless, the only other reason I can see it is if there is like a fence. But that would be the rare occasion. It feels like the reversing exercise needs to be changed. But only change it after I've finally convinced someone to put me through my class 1. But no, I've seen rigids struggle to reverse around a corner. I mean, you would have seen in my last video when I was in Oxford, you know, I had to reverse down that narrow road. That is a more realistic kind of reversing exercise that you do a lot. There's times you'll miss your turn. It happens. And you have no other option than to go down the road a bit, to then reverse into a side road to be able to turn around. And then go back to where you mentioned you should have gone. It happens. Why not, as part of the test, you can do it in a set environment, do a reverse around a corner. Or, you know, what's known for the UK car tests, a turn in the road, or used to be called a 3-point turn. They now call it turn in the road because cars now don't have as much steering lock as they used to, and you're allowed to take as many turns as you want. Do something like that. Have a controlled environment. So like it is at the moment, where there's a pad with some markings on the ground, and you set some cones out. And perhaps not necessarily in the Arctics, with the ridges, just turn around and go, right, if you're facing that way, we want you facing the other way. These cones mark a side road. Have at it. That, I feel, is a lot more useful life skill for a driver. And it's a skill that you will find yourself using. Because if you are reversing onto a bay at times, sometimes you are 90 degrees to that bay. And so you are doing the equivalent of reversing into a road to get onto the bay. I really thought that X5 was going to get moving faster than he did, but he didn't. But he moved faster than I expected it, but then I expected him to just go boom, and they haven't. Weird. Yeah, I just feel like there's certain parts of the test don't work. And they expect your company to fill in the gaps with the training. But sometimes that's not possible. I mean, I started off as an agency driver. I did 2 shifts agency before I got a job with a firm. Let's be real, most new drivers are going to have to go agency first, unless you luck out and find a firm who will take you on fresh out of the training. You're going to have to go agency. No agency firm can afford the time or the point in having you there with another driver. Because if they had that other driver, why they hire an agency person? Unless they're hiring you to be a driver's mate, because it's 2-man lifts or something for the drops. That'd be the only reason for an agent, a firm who's taken on an agency driver to take you on with another driver, as if you're going to be a driver's mate. Otherwise, you're basically just told, here's your delivery docket, here's your paperwork, here's the keys, that's your truck. Sometimes here's the fuel card and code for it. Go. So it just feels driver training isn't the greatest. And if you do find yourself in the services, and you do find a situation where there is a driver who's struggling, try and offer some help. One of the silly things that I do a lot, not many drivers seem to do it, where we do our collection of the window frames, or the cavity closure, sorry. Because of space constraints and the layouts of everything, there's quite common for us to have to park outside, wait for a truck to come out, and then go in. Well, what can happen a lot of the time is where we've had to park outside, we're blocking the view of things. And so before now, I found myself, shut up, I have found myself getting out my truck, just literally stopping traffic. You know, it's an entrance to an industrial estate, so there's going to be a lot of traffic. I just find myself getting out, stopping traffic, and then giving the signal to the drivers coming out that it's fine to come out. Or you get the odd driver who has gone in forwards instead of backwards because they've not been there before, and then all of a sudden they're finding themselves having to reverse out. So, yeah, again, I've got out and got myself in the mirror and just been a banksman. You know, it's not cost me anything other than a little bit of effort to climb out the truck and stand there and wave my arms a bit. But the way I see it, in that situation, me getting them out of the way quicker means I get in quicker and get loaded quicker and get out on the road to do my deliveries quicker. All for the sake of literally just spending a couple of minutes, well, not even a couple of minutes, sometimes it's like a minute, being out of my truck and being a banksman for someone. Just think about it. Would that guy in the services got as stuck if his driver trainer had been a banksman for him? Would he have got as stuck if the other drivers around hadn't been such idiots and just kind of barged their way past because, oh dear, he's holding me up and I can't afford to wait 2 minutes for them to get out of the way, you know, for them to complete their manoeuvre to get out of the way, for me to get on with my day's work. Don't get me wrong, I got frustrated because I couldn't necessarily move, but then what I did was I waited. I kind of stayed out of the way, and then as soon as I saw it was feasible and sensible, I managed to back myself up a bit to get myself just enough angle to go through a gap that had been created from another truck leaving. And in my mind then, I am out the way. Think about it. Just think about it. That's another one of my little rants over. You know, I don't think that was necessarily a rant, that was constructive criticism. That's a big word for me. I'm intrigued of what the hell that vehicle is up front. It looks like an old vehicle with a motorbike strapped to the back of it. I don't even know if you can see it on the camera. But it's a very odd looking vehicle. And I just realised me and this Castle Freight truck have basically been overtaking each other all the way down the M1. And we're now on the A43. And there's a chance I'm about to overtake him again. There you go, you might be able to see it now in the distance. That weird vehicle. Yeah, don't know what it is. I think it's like an old Austin or something. Anyway, shut up, truck. Anyway, I'm an hour and 28 away. I've got 2 hours 14 drive left. 2 hours 45 working time left. Should hopefully make it. And you should hopefully be able to see this. I want to call it a van as I go to overtake it. Whatever it is, it's very old. Oh, it's a Chevrolet. And it looks like it's got the axles to have a dually on the back, with the hub sticking out as much as it is. It's an old oil truck, oil van, mobile gas. That was cool. I'm going to get back to driving now. Well, I already am driving. See you in a bit. Right, welcome back. I'm about 10 minutes away from my drop, 1.6 miles. I am getting very, well, I've had my first warning from my app. That's right, my helmet has just rolled over. I've had my first warning from my app about driving time. It gives me that warning when I got about an hour left. So this could be interesting. At some point I need to find somewhere to stop and take a 45 to reset my driving time, which is going to be fun because at the moment I'm just going through lots of little villagey stuff. So finding somewhere to stop could be interesting. And that looked like it was meant to be active traffic lights. So I just flip my helmet over, stop it rolling around and causing me a distraction. Yeah, that looked like that should have been actually traffic light control because it's down to one lane, but the traffic light control's turned off.
Prepare to turn
But, oh well.
right after half a mile.
So yeah, let's see if we can find this place. And if it is truly a residential drop, which if it is, then I'm handballing fencing off the back of this truck. Oh, 13% gradient downhill. Yay!
You are over the speed limit.
Exhaust brakes. I'm still gaining speed, even though the exhaust brake is fully on. There we go. Now it's being brought back into control. It's one of the few times that the sat-nav's actually been truthful about speed limit, because I was briefly over just because the exhaust brake wasn't kicking in it quite enough. Are you looking to turn right? No, you were just waiting. And I need to clean that mirror again. The passenger side mirror.
After 100
I cleaned it, but my
feet,
rag
turn
is not the cleanest. Not the cleanest? Not the cleanest. So I need to, well, I need to clean the rag, but also need to redo that passenger side, or near side, whatever term you want to use, wing mirror, because it's a bit grubby. I can see through it and everything, it's got smears all over it. But hello, Reading.
After 400 feet,
Turn
roundabout,
right.
take the third exit.
Another city in which or town in which I know someone who lives here. Oh, I think they still live here. Let's put it that way. Another problem we need in the brake is I really need a wee, but I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Take the third exit.
There we go. Left turn coming up.
After 600 feet, turn left.
Oi, oi. No, I doubt I'm pulling into the smart dealership.
Take the next left.
Yeah, no, that's not the left sat nav.
Recalculating route.
It really wants me to go through that smart
After 400
dealership.
feet, turn left at the roundabout. Take
I'm
the
sure I fall
first
back to the
exit.
traffic aware sat nav because that one's a bit more clever. It just likes to drop out signal a lot of the time. That's why I don't rely on it.
Recalculating route. Take the next left.
It's panicking about a height restriction.
Recalculating route.
Whilst it's recalculating, it is
After
freaking
1,000
out about a
feet,
height
turn
restriction.
left.
But we'll keep my eyes open just in case. That might be the height restriction it's freaking out about. It's that bridge.
Take the next left.
But I don't need to go that way. Thank you very much, fellow
You arrive at your destination
driver.
after 0.4 miles.
Oh, this is actually looking more industrial instead of residential like I was thinking it was going to be. You waved and say thanks, but you didn't really give me much choice there, Minnie. That's all I can say. So, John... Okay, I've got to find this delivery now. It feels very... Well, unless it's the name of the firm, because the name I've been given, it feels residential, but then this looks very industrial. So who knows? Let's see if I can find the place. According to that one, I should be pretty much here, but it's finding the place now. No. Have I got someone behind me? No, and that's an end of road. I can see a cyclist down the road, but he's now behind me completely, so I can't see where he's gone. Where are you gone, cyclist? There you are. John, cyclist, get off your phone and pay attention to what you're doing because you're going around down the road. Okay, that's number 141. One, 143. Ah, crap. I think it might actually be the other side of that closure. Let's keep reversing. This is a very awkward road to be going down right now. All I know is that's odd numbers on that side, so evens are on this side. There is a car behind, but he's pulling away. I can't quite, there we go, I can see a bit better on that side now. Let's play avoid the van. Let's still avoid that van. What I do see is a Royal Mail van. When in doubt, ask a postie. Right, I've gone a bit long now with it like that. Okay, now I can see a bit better. Okay, let me see if I can find this place now. Handbrake is on. You are that one. Oh, okay. I can see a bit better where it is now. It's not residential. It is an industrial unit. It's just a slightly, in a way, hidden industrial unit. So, there's a car coming down the road. Pull forward a bit, let the car through. Let's see if we can find this place. Apparently I'm only like 400 something feet away from it. Tell you what, I'm going to take advantage of this entranceway. See if I can spin round. No turning, no parking. Oops. Sorry. I've got not much choice. Oh, fucking Moffat kit. Moffat kit is grounding on the road. Yeah. And one of the trucks from this firm is now here. They're going to be pissy, but I don't care. Alright, let's re-level the truck off. And this suggests... There it is.
Calculating route.
And I'll just scrape the back again.
Turn back where possible. Then
Joys of
take
Moffat
the next
kits.
right.
But I finally found my destination. Don't have to worry about the height limits. And they have forklifts. I will catch you all shortly. Yeah, catch you on a bit. Right, that's that delivery done. Hopefully it's come out. I tried to get some cheeky footage of the unload. I felt bad doing that though, because it turns out the forklift driver there had not long got his counterbalance ticket. So yeah, he was a bit nervous, doing everything a bit slower, but that ain't a problem, him doing it slower. I just had to kind of assist him in a weird way. It was just some advice, because from bits that I've seen other forklift drivers do, things that it didn't occur to him. He got locked in his mind that he had to do a thing a particular way, and I was like, no, stop a second, do this instead, and it will work better for you. And then he suddenly realised, oh yeah, actually that makes sense, and did that, and it worked. So yeah, apparently we're not to do turning down here or parking. I have no idea where the heck, I am meant to turn around, because there's lots of signs saying no turning, no parking. Well, I can't just reverse out onto the road. That ain't happening. Hopefully that truck that's just come in has realised what I'm doing. Oh no, let's go this way a minute. Let's try not to hit some of the parked cars with my tail. Let's fling it that way a second, to then use UPS's loading bay. Which I might get in trouble from UPS, but they can tell someone who cares, because I don't. No, I've not been having a break. I am trying to turn around. So, next destination is plumbed in. Apparently I'm 55 minutes away from it. I have 38 minutes working time. Yeah. Oh, this is not going to be a fun way to get out either. Oh, I can see why I caught my tail now. I just thought, do I need to lift my tail up again? Yeah, let's go. No, I didn't need to lift my tail up. And thankfully that random guy just helped as a second set of eyes. Oh boy, am I warm.
After 600 feet, turn right.
Thank you, Euro Car Parts, for staying out of the way. So yeah, hopefully that bit of footage worked. Don't know if it did. But hopefully it did. Ah, there's a depot here for Great Western. And that's interesting because I'm a nerd. So, right, first port of call really is find somewhere to park, get my 45 in, and have a wee. Yeah, I need a wee. I couldn't do it back there because they just didn't. Oh, they didn't really have a toilet I can get to. Apparently they've got strict. This is their staff only, not delivery drivers, because we're dirty delivery drivers. Can access their toilet. Something you kind of get used to, unfortunately, being a driver. Wish it wasn't the case. I wish everywhere was like, oh yes, you need to use our toilet, it's just down here. But unfortunately, it's just one of those things that happens. Let me just make sure I have leveled the truck again. And I will
Turn right
and
at the
definitely,
roundabout, taking
without a
the
doubt,
third
most
exit.
likely, go back to a time lapse and catch you again when I'm closer to the next delivery. Or when I've parked for my break, maybe. See you in a bit. Join me on my break. You join me when not long after I've had a realization about something. I entered the wrong postcode into my sat nav. Yeah. I've gone about 40 minutes in the wrong direction. When you may have saw on the time lapse, I was going through some country lanes. Tight country lanes to the point where that wing mirror got knocked inwards, and for about 2 miles I had to drive without a left-hand wing mirror. I could use the bottom just about, but not very well. And the sat-nav said that I should have been here at my destination. Yeah, I'm not at my destination. I mean, I managed to find a lay-by opposite a church that I could pull in because I literally had no drive time left, pretty much, or working time. And while I was sitting there, and having something to eat, I was there going, where the hell is this place? Cancelled the route on my sat-nav, re-entered the postcode, realised I've mistyped the postcode somehow. I was just obviously not paying full attention when I typed it in. And yeah, when sat-navs, they show you the map of where you got to go, so you get a rough idea before it starts navigating you. Showed me that, and it's about 40 minutes back the way I came. I'm a muppet. I don't know how I've managed to do that, but I've done it somehow. So yeah, I've still got 11 minutes left on my break. And then I'm heading back 12 miles the other way. Well, I say the other way. For a mile or so I can keep going down this road to be able to do my turnaround. But yeah, I'm heading back on myself to do the second drop. But in the meantime, I have had a phone call from the office. Which I'm just going to check to see if I select that and read that. No. Okay, I'm just checking the cab phone. Oh, the truck. I've just noticed that Mercedes, when they've done work on this truck, have actually texted this truck to tell them. But anyway, yeah. My collection has been switched around, so I don't believe I'm now going into Slough, which I'm very thankful for, because otherwise I'm kind of going in and out of Heathrow on the M25. Done that once before, it's not fun. So yeah, I am going to finish my break and then I'm going to get going in the correct direction. If they're looking at me on the tracker, they're probably there going, where the hell's he going? But these mistakes happen. The key thing is that I have spotted that I've gone wrong, and I've not got myself stuck. You know, I'm on a B road, but I'm on a road that I can easily get out of. So, yeah. Whoops! Future self, and anyone else watching, when you're entering in postcodes, double check. I mean, I should have even picked up that if I cover bits that I need to cover. I may have covered enough there. The destination road is the wrong road for what that was saying was the destination road, but I don't know if it's because I was in the panic of, okay, I need to find parking and I'll get it on the way. I didn't take that second to realise the road was wrong. Hang on a minute, have I entered it into the sat-nav wrong? Yes, I had. Hang my head in shame. I have now finally gone the right way. I am now nearer to where I'm meant to be. I've now just got to find the actual units that I'm meant to be delivering to. So let's try. That's Amazon, so that's not it.
Turn right.
Let's see. Is that it? That looks like it might be it.
Take the next right. Take the next left.
Yeah, I think this is it.
Destination.
On the left here. Okay.
You have reached your destination.
Yeah, this definitely feels like it's the place, but it's weird. Oh, goods in, unit 1 and 2. That will be my units. Is that van about to park right behind me? He almost did. Right, time to get unloaded. Seem to start these bits with right. I don't know why, but anyway. You join me a little bit later. You joined me about 10 minutes away from my collection. So, yeah. My collection was going to get changed, but when we looked at the timings for me to get there and get back to the office, bearing in mind it involves M25, I had a 20-minute buffer on a 10-hour drive. Needless to say, we're not doing that. Going back to the original plan and do my original collection, and the office is dealing with the other one. So I am on my way to do said collection, and there is a drop involved with this one, which is not far from our office, I don't think. Or our yard. So thankfully this place, even though it's incredibly hard to find, I have actually been here once before. It was a failed delivery because they didn't accept deliveries after 2:30 p.m. and I was there at like 4 o'clock, half 3, 4. Yeah. But I know where this place is now, and I don't have to do circles around the industrial estate to try and find it. Yay! So, let's go over to this lane. This is one that we're collecting on behalf of a large firm that people would recognise. But they trade under like 5 different names. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that one. But anyway, so let's get around the roundabout. Come on. I am right by Heathrow Airport, which is kind of cool. Doesn't necessarily mean I'll see any planes, but yeah, so be it. Right, I'm just trying to scratch my memory now and remembering exactly where this place is. Something I'm having to do. Oh. Yeah, they wanted to send me over towards... Try again. They wanted to send me over towards Tilbury. Which... Or, yeah, it was Tilbury postcode, let's put it that way. Which I could get over there. You know, just swing around the bottom of the M25. But I have, on a 10-hour, I had 5 hours 20 something left. I think it was like 5 hours 21. When I punched the postcode into the old sat nav and back to the yard. This is the one that knows about traffic. It turned around and said it was like 5 hours, 3 minutes or something stupid like that. So I had like less than a 20-minute buffer, which if it didn't involve the M25 or the M1, yeah, I would take that gamble. And so probably would the office. But because it involved the M25 and the M1, we're like, yeah, no, that ain't happening. And it's not even like I've got stuff with me to tramp if I got caught short. So be it. That one got scrapped. Let this guy out. The brakes were really snaggy then. Don't quite know why. Stop being so snaggy, brakes. Beverage. Caffeinated beverage. What would we do without it at times? I know a lot of people drink coffee, but I can't stand the stuff. Ugh. And as for tea, that's a relaxing drink. I don't know why I'm talking that way then when the camera's over there, but I'm also focused on the road, so. Oh, you'll be glad to know as well that I have corrected that mirror. It's no longer showing me, the top mirror is no longer showing me just my door, and I having to rely on the corner of the bottom mirror. I have actually corrected that. I corrected it before I went to the last drop. I just forgot to mention that I had done that. So I can actually use it. It's amazing. Come on, traffic lights. The other annoying bit about this collection place. One, they can be rude. But two, their postcode doesn't actually exist. The road they're on has like 3 postcodes. It's not even that big. It's a tiny road. It's got 3 postcodes. And the postcode that's been assigned to them doesn't exist. Thankfully, I remembered that fact. And I remembered a neighbouring postcode I was to use that will get me to the right road. And then, like I say, I've kind of half remembered / banked in my mind exactly how to get to theirs. I wish I'd stop yawning. Really would wish I stopped yawning. And that's Scania across the road, which I don't know if you can see. Really does remind me of something, but I can't think what. What does that remind me of? Nougat. You know, nougat, that like chewy stuff that sometimes has nuts in it. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I feel better now. I've remembered what it reminds me of. Sharp Freight Limited, or Sharp Freight International. on, say out, get out my way. Thank you. I'm gonna clip that curb. Oh no, didn't clip the curb and didn't clip the central islandy bit. Happy days. Now, if I remember correctly, I can go the long way around, or if I remember correctly, which I hope I am, I can go this way. This is going to make the sat-nav scream and cry at me, but it's just a much, well, there's no point in going all that way around when the entrance is here. No. Is that the entrance? Yes, that is the entrance I want. Oh, I just caught my junk. Right, I'll be back. Right, bit of an update. They don't know what I'm meant to be collecting. I've called my office. They're trying to hastily call around people to find out what the hell's going on. Apparently the point of contact for here, for the collection, isn't in office today and isn't in office for the next couple of days. So yeah, I've just been sitting for about 25 minutes on POA. There was some, I had been sat on other work for a while as well. So I've been here a good 30-40 minutes. No idea what's going on. Got a feeling it's going to be a back to base, but I'm literally just waiting for a phone call. It's kind of frustrating. I don't have a good history with this place. Twice I've had something to do with this place, and both times it's got messed up. So, yeah. I've also got a 2-hour 54 drive back. I've already burnt 1 hour and 4 driving time. Yeah. Oh my God, what is it with this place? Yeah, the 3 hours 25 driving time left of this block. So if I hit a bit of traffic, which is likely possible because I'm by Heathrow and about to join the N25, I could be screwed and having to take another break on the way back. All I can do is just sit here, wait to be released. Which is frustrating as hell. And it's not the nicest of yards to turn around in, especially with the Moffat kit, I don't think. Let's just check in. My height looked a bit off, so I was just trying for a reset on it. There we go. Things to do to keep yourselves occupied while you're waiting to find out what's going on. Oh, joyous fun. There's nothing I can do whilst I sit here and wait. Yay. I'll let you know when I know. Right, I've had the phone call. It's not happening. Yeah. It happens. I just got to remember how to get out of this place, whether I've got to press a button to get the gates open. But what I do know is I need to put that back into that mode, that back into that mode, that goes into that mode, that goes into that mode, and then I start reversing. Like so. And then I aim for a turnaround. It's just frustrating as hell that I've just been sitting there not able to go anywhere because of the kind of job it was. We were acting on behalf of another logistics firm, so we had to wait for them to give the go-ahead for me to leave. I don't know if they get like a penalty fee for this not happening or what, I don't know. Have I got to press a button? No, the gates are opening. Frustrating as hell. Where's the other speed bump? There it is. I knew it was coming. So, yeah. I am now just going to be driving back to the yard. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to end the video there. Bit of a weird one. Hopefully my footage from in the back of the unload worked. And at least I got 2 drops off that needed to be done. So, at least unlike last time I was here at this firm, the trucks would have made more money. Because last time I was here, I had done a collection of a stone, which I delivered. Oh dear. A collection of a stone which I had delivered. And then another collection wasn't an unconfirmed collection. It turned out it wasn't going to be a collection. And then got here to do a delivery, and they weren't accepting delivery because after 2:30 PM apparently. So me and that place are cursed. But there's always next time. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Please, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I would normally think of something witty to say right this moment, but my brain is just kind of mush. If you dislike the video, you have to click twice. Always remember that. And until next time, be safe on the road. Don't cut a trucker. And hate on cyclists. I don't know. Especially hate Tesla drivers. They're evil. Bye-bye.